Hi, welcome back, and let's get into today's question. I'm a 30-year-old man. I had an affair with a 45-year-old married woman about 6 months back. It was a short lived affair, and she ended things soon after as she feared her husband might come to know about us. She felt guilty too. We haven't been in touch since, but I miss her a lot. I think I fell in love with her and still have feelings for her. It was more than just about the sex for me. Is this affair partner withdrawal? How do I deal with this? So, let's talk about what affair partner withdrawal looks like. It's usually characterized by a lot of anger, a lot of sadness, even depression in some cases, and a lot of anxiety about, not having that person around with you anymore, and also like a lot of moral guilt because you know that you're doing something that society frowns upon. And most importantly, like the word withdrawal suggests, you feel almost addicted to this person's presence in your life. You constantly crave them. You have this urge to reach back out to them. It's almost like an itch that you can't scratch. So if that resonates with you, if that sounds like something you're going through, then you have your answer there. Now, how to deal with this? So, first and foremost, she has cut contact with you out of her own guilt, and it's very important that you respect her decision. Don't try to get back into contact with her again. Like, I would strongly advise against that because she very clearly let it know that she does not want to continue with this anymore. Now, so that just leaves you with like the option of moving on. So, one thing that is really good over here is that you've already acknowledged how you feel about her. So, you're pretty much clear in that sense, and that's like the first step that you need to come to terms with in order to move on from somebody. So, you've acknowledged that you have feelings for her, that it was more than just a physical attraction for you. Now, the second part, and this might sound a little bit harsh because it is, but there's no way around it. You have to kind of face the fact that you cannot be with the person you love. Now, this is like one of the most painful realizations that a person can go through. So, give yourself a lot of patience and a lot of grace during this stage. Be kind to yourself and just take as much time as you need to really come to terms with the fact that okay, this is not going to happen. You might need to repeat it to yourself a few times, maybe say it out loud to just really solidify that reality. It's going to be painful, it's going to take a while, but it's necessary. Now, the third thing you can do is don't dwell on this so much, because it is natural for your mind to wander to this person, to constantly keep thinking about it, but you kind of have to pull your thoughts back to something else. Like, this is an age old advice that we give people who are like trying to move on from somebody. You need to distract yourself. You need to put that energy and that effort into some other area of your life. It can be work, it can be your hobbies, it can be your friends and family, it can even be an animal. Like, for some people, being around dogs, cats, other animals, just being around nature, it makes them feel happy. So if you do things that make you feel happier, it'll give you less of a chance to think about this person. Now, the next step is to make sure that you are not isolating yourself socially, because if you are feeling, say, sad and lonely, it's like a natural human reaction that we just stop reaching out to people, or if people are reaching out to us, we kind of shun them or just quite literally hole ourselves in our room. So please don't do that. Try to surround yourself with people who genuinely love you, care for you, and will support you. Then eventually, when you feel you're ready, when you feel like you've moved on, you can go back to the dating pool. And when you do, make sure that you're not comparing any new partners with this old partner of yours. That's going to be a major red flag on your part, and it's not going to bode well for any future relationships you might be having. Now, lastly, what I want to say is that have a little bit of faith in yourself and have that little bit of hope that it always won't be as hard as it is today. It won't always be this painful. And one day you can think back, you'll be able to think back at the situation and not feel, the same amount of hurt and pain. So, yeah, that's all I have for this question, and best of luck to you.